So imagine this, there are two businesses, and as you see on the graph there is business 2 and business 1, and we are looking at time and money. And something happened here that made business 1 go insanely exponential and made business 2 just stay how it is, stagnant and not really grow. And of course this can grow as well, but there is something that happened here. And by the title of this video you probably know what I'm talking about, and I will tell you how you can generate leads with your YouTube channel. By the way, I'm Zsomtor, I have 350 million views on YouTube and work with a ton of different people like Sebastian Georgiou, Razvan Parashiv, even work with guys who sell cloud engineering courses. So I have done this with multiple of my clients and I have a ton of experience in this, my own experience, my own experiments, my own journeys and my own stories in this. So first, what is not different in these businesses? Both businesses have a validated product. They have many customers and those customers are happy and they are good in delivering the product. And this in itself causes a lot of growth. And this will become very important in business 1's life. Okay, but then what is the difference? Business 1 uploads videos to YouTube and business 2 doesn't. Because business 2 says you just have to focus on the business, you don't have to focus on social media or building your brand or building trust with your customers. We just focus on the business, focus on the product, and everything else will come to you. That could be good, that could be right. But you are missing a big advantage that business 1 is looking at, which is YouTube videos. So for example, when you are looking to buy a phone used, who would you rather buy it from? Would you buy it from a friend who you know and trust, who you love? Or you would buy it from someone stranger from the marketplace? I'm 100% sure that you would choose the friend because you know him, you know you can trust him. It's not even about trust, you don't ever think about trust with your friend because you're like, okay, I will buy it from him. And when we spend money, we love to trust who we buy from. So as you see, the more money someone willing to spend, the more trust they have to spend that money. And this is one of the reasons why YouTube videos are so great, because you can create videos and it will build the trust with your audience. But let's talk about how exactly does it do that. So for example, if you want to sell anything, literally anything, you are solving a problem, you are giving value to somebody, you are solving a problem, you are saving them time, solving something that they couldn't alone, you have information that they don't have, and if they get that information, the problem will be solved. But you probably know this because you are a business owner. The point is that your audience has problems. They have problems. And if you create videos solving those problems, your audience will be like, ah, he helped me solve a problem. So if I pay him, I probably get even more value and I probably solve even more of my problems. And because you are solving problems for free, you are just posting YouTube videos and anybody can watch that, they are like, okay, this guy helps me. And they slowly start to build this inside their brain that if they see your face, they know they will get help from you. And of course there are psychological things like if you give somebody something for free, they are now feeling like, okay, I have to give back something. So that plays a big role in marketing, but we are not talking about that right now. Big problem that these businesses do on YouTube is just solving a lot of problems for a lot of different people. And those problems may not even be the right problems. So let me explain this to you. So you have people who buy your product, who you get money from. Let's say for this example, you are teaching them how to shoot the basketball. So you have an exact product that you teach, how to shoot the basketball, how to become an NBA caliber of shooter. And this means that these people already know about basketball, already know about how to dribble, they already know that they have to learn how to shoot. But they all have these different kind of problems that the beginner player don't have, only these type of people have, and this is why they want to solve their pains. So if this business goes out on YouTube and creates a video where he talks about like what is basketball, do you think that these people who already in basketball want to go and watch this? They don't want to watch that. Of course not. Because why would they? They already know what is basketball. They know this. What they don't know is how to shoot well. So as a business, you need to create videos that target these kind of people and that gets the attention and helps these people. The people who buy from you. And this sounds simple, but this is a big mistake that businesses do. And the reason why they do that is because this video can get like 100k views. it can get that much of views because it's targeting a broad audience. It's targeting a lot of people don't know what is basketball. Okay, maybe this is a stupid example, but you get the point. A lot more people don't know what is basketball than the amount of people who are like, okay, I know what is basketball, I want to be a basketball player, I know how to do this, but I want to get better at shooting. This is a so small amount of people compared to this. So this video, shooting tips, basketball tips, could get around 200 views. And the business is like, ah, shit, that's shit. We need to create more of this type of video because this is what will get us views and this is what will get us subscribers, or I don't even know. But as a business, you only think about money. You only need money. And you don't use YouTube to get subscribers, to get views, to get the YouTube plaque. You use YouTube to get more money. And that means that these videos, which attract less people, but more of these people, is more beneficial for you. Because somebody, like this guy here, he goes, watches this, and he's like, oh shit, I can now shoot better. So he will go and watch another one, and he's like, oh shit, now I can hold my hands the right way. And then go on and on and on, and the more content you have, the more time they will watch you, and the more time they will watch you, the more they will trust you. And he's like, okay, this guy really helps me, and he's telling me in the videos that if I want a full guide, and if I want one-to-one coaching from this guy, there is a link in the description. And then I'm like, oh, okay, this guy can help me because I see in the videos he's capable of helping me. So I might go to his YouTube channel and description and just give him money because I want to become better and I know he can help me become better. And this is why you get channels which have 2k subs but makes like 300k a month, because they have a very important thing, first of all, and I wrote it here but you probably forgot. The first of all, the most important thing is that you have to have a validated product. Like, you have to be certain that I can help somebody. And that doesn't mean that you are certain in your head. That means that there are 10 people who are like, ah, this helped me. And one other important thing, just as a side note, next to the validated product, it's good to have a target audience which is not very small. So if you are in the logistics space, that's kind of a space where it's just a small amount of people watch it on YouTube. One other mistake like this is you are targeting only UK people, you are targeting only German people, and that makes this whole process really hard on YouTube because you can't just target German people. Of course you can make your titles German and now you're only attracting German people, so that works kind of. But the point is, YouTube is best for global things and validated products. But if you want to make a lot of money, you have to be niched. Because for this guy, the value that he gets from here is much more value that he gets from beginner videos. And as I said, even though beginner videos get a lot more views, that makes it even harder for these people because everybody is creating beginner videos because that gets the most views. But if you are an advanced player and you just want to get even better, then there is no content or it's hard to find. But in the logic of things, these people who are even maybe basketball players have more money to spend than beginner ones. Beginner ones won't spend $5,000 on shooting in basketball because it won't really get them anywhere in their journey. They won't make more than 20,000 because they know how to shoot. They're still a beginner basketball player who just shoots well. But these players who are already advanced and already plays in the league will get a better contract, will get better stats, will make them more famous, will build their brand, and in all of this make him more money because he knows how to shoot better. So the same program for an advanced guy gets him like a big ROI, and when you give it to a beginner person, their ROI is so little because they paid a lot of money, but yes, they can shoot, but what are they doing with shooting? So let's create an action plan. First of all, you have to know who buys your shit. And you probably know this. And you have to think about, okay, what problems do they have? What are they struggling with in their life? And probably as you are a business owner, you have this or you have something similar, but if you really deep dive in this topic, you will gain an advantage compared to other business owners who is just like, okay, I sell this course, so let's create videos about this one. So yeah, just know their problems and what they are going through and help them on that. So you just create YouTube videos about this, you just have them solve this problem. And it will not get views, but don't worry, you just have to ask them to work with you, and then people will start coming and will start want to work with you. And remember the graph, when we write here and here, in this stage it was still the same income, because YouTube takes time. It takes time. You can make it faster if you have somebody who is knowledgeable next to you. You can make it faster if you really grind it, if you really put the effort in it, but it will still take time, because one video you upload, it won't really get much views. Another video you upload, it won't really get much views, and that will go on. And we still have to upgrade your skills in presentation. We still have to make it easy to record, so you keep it consistent. There are a lot of things that play in here. So it's not just the fun and you just register on YouTube, you just upload 2 videos and you become millionaire and you can just sit on an island. This is just to amplify your business. And 2 years down the line, you are like, oh shit, I'm happy I started, because if I have to start now, then it will take me 2 years. And probably this business will go on like this, and then start building his YouTube channel, because he realizes that, oh shit, I just missed out. But to that point, this business is already through the roof. Okay, I fucked up the action plan, so it might not become a real action plan now, but just imagine it without the line. And the 4th point is ask them to work with you. Now you don't have to be like that amount of crazy. This is enough. This will get you a lot of leads and a lot of money if you do it right. The YouTube videos are about the problems, or it can be with student interviews, or it can be case studies that how much you have. If you're not an educational business owner, you can just do an interview with clients, like a testimonial or things like this. I still want to show you a strategy though that a lot of people use, and you can think about this when you're creating content as well. So let's say here's a guy who has a problem, and problem is P. And they search it up on YouTube and they find one of your videos. And they watch this video and the problem is solved. The P is marked, ready. But after they watch this video and the problem is solved, they have a much bigger problem with a big P. And this is when they see that in your video you say that if you get this big problem, you can go to my description and just click the link on the description and work with me. And this is a tactic because the YouTube video is designed in a way that it solves a small problem, but then it creates a big problem. And to solve that big problem, they have to pay you money. A real easy example of this, and what we did as well with one of my clients, is he's a guitar teacher. So the big problem of guitar players that they can't play the guitar. Here, they can't play the guitar. That's good. But what is a small problem that we can solve in a YouTube video that creates the big problem as well? If you think a little bit, it will become obvious. So the small video that we did is what guitar to buy. Because if you think about it, if they know what guitar to buy and they buy that guitar, they're like, okay, I got this guitar in my hand, but now I can't play. How can I play the guitar? And now they have this big problem. This big problem appears because they solved the little problem. If they don't have a guitar, they don't think about, okay, how can I play the guitar? Because they don't have it in their hands. Why would they care about that? But if they have it in their hands, and now comes the big problem, I can't play the guitar. And now when they look at the trustworthy person who helped them through this big struggle of getting a new guitar, and they look at it, okay, you get this guitar, but now do you want to actually learn how to play? Like, should I teach you? And this guy's like, yeah, you should teach me because I just bought my guitar, and why did I buy it if I don't know how to play? So they will just get the money. Now you solved a problem, you gave value, you built trust, but you didn't even talk about the big problem. Because a lot of businesses are worried about this, that if they create videos on the big problem, why would somebody pay them if they just watch your videos and they solve the problem and they don't even have to pay you? First of all, that's a good question, but a lot of people pay for implementation. Like, okay, I have this information, I know how to edit videos, I know you are creating videos about how to edit videos, but is my video good? And that is something that they can't do with a YouTube video. They can't show their own video editing skills to a YouTube video and say like, hey, is this good? Because a YouTube video can't talk to them, but they can talk to the guy who created the YouTube video. So if I'm teaching video editing and I'm spilling all of my secrets on how to edit videos, but I'm saying if you want your own videos to be reviewed and if you want one-to-one coaching on how to actually implement all of this information, then you can go into my description. And this makes people want to buy because information is everywhere. So if you don't talk about the big problem, someone else will. So they will get the information. And today the big problem is not the information, but the implementation. So that is why you are safe. And if you solve small problems, if you solve part of the big problem, and if you create student interviews who are successful students and you just interview them and how good is it to work with you, now you are building a YouTube channel that is a salesperson for you 24/7. So even when you are sleeping, you just get sales because somebody is just like, oh shit, I want to learn how to play the guitar at 2 a.m. and he just finds your video, searches up, and at 3 a.m. he finds this video on how to buy your first guitar. So he just buys his first guitar, and at 3 a.m. it arrives to him, and at 4 a.m. he is now playing and learning, and at 5 a.m. he's like, oh shit, I need more help. So they will sign up to your product and they will start using your product. And all this time you have been sleeping. So this is why YouTube is very powerful. Now you have three choices. You can do nothing after watching this video, or you can do this all on your own and just start producing shit content, or, and I know what you will choose, work with me on your YouTube channel and let's scale up your business using YouTube and turn it into a 24/7 salesperson. So if you want an easy route through YouTube and just want to get better, quicker and faster, so this graph is not like this, but gets earlier, then contact me and look in the description.